How many times have you sat through a wonderful keynote message and then at the very end they go to Q&A and it's a nightmare? It's a nightmare because the presenter isn't able to hear the audience and the questions they're asking, or the audience takes over the presenter, and guess what? They're given their version of the keynote that they should have been hired to give instead of the person who you really wanted to deliver the message. Let's establish a few simple rules that will make your Q&A sessions just go fantastic. First of all, in your planning time, decide, are you going to put microphone stands in the aisles? The advantage of that is you can tell the audience, ladies and gentlemen, if you have questions, please go and line up behind our microphones and we'll call on you to ask your question. And that gives everybody a fair chance to get there. The audience knows where they need to go to ask their question, and your keynoter will know how many people have questions. A second option, you could decide, we're going to use mic runners today. So if you have a question, raise your hand and a person will bring you the microphone. Easy. A third option that's kind of fun is you may decide that you want to use the catch box. And this is a microphone, it's a lavalier inside of it that the audience throws back and forth so they get to control who has the next question. Well, if you decide that you want to use microphone runners, a couple of quick hints. First of all, train them. Bring all of them together maybe an hour before the session starts and tell them you're going to be assigned one microphone and it's a certain color. For example, this one is white. And what we need you to do is stay in your region of the ballroom. And you know who that's for? That's for the sound guy. You've been there where somebody stands up, there's 1,000 people in the audience, and they say, and then all of a sudden the microphone comes on. We don't ever want that to happen. If the sound person knows where the microphone is and which runner has them, every single time the microphone will be on. Also in your training, let your mic handlers know when you hand the microphone to the person, whisper in their ear. When you're called on, ask your question loudly so everyone can hear it, and hold that microphone within about 6 inches of your mouth, and that helps everyone to hear the question. Finally, a great way you can support your presenter is by having a spotter in the audience. This is the person at the very back of the room who is pointing to the next microphone they should go to, or the hands being raised. And these kind of clear rules established with the audience, training that you've done for your mic handlers, lets everything go fantastic. And before I go, let me get one thing off my chest. It drives me crazy when the audience is pitying the presenter because they're saying things like, does anyone else have a question? Anyone else have a question? Anyone else have a question? It is far better to begin the session with who has the next question and then transition with who has the next question over here. And that way they know that you're alternating sides and it goes smoothly. Well, we hope this takes the pain out of your next Q&A session. And on behalf of all of your friends here at Creative Visions, we hope you have a great event.